Highest energy. Your highest energy card is healing. Deep healing. Right down to your bare bones. This is like seeing your own reflection in that pool of water and it bouncing back, and you're just remembering who you are and who you want to be, and just healing to your essence of yourself. It's very spiritual. This is the card for Aquarius. So Aquarius might be strong in your chart someplace or in someone else's chart around this reading. Next to all this healing that you're doing is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this is where you've been stuck. You've been stuck healing. You just haven't really moved from this place for a while. And right here, waiting for something to come to fruition. That might just be the healing. Next to this Four of Pentacles, just staying put right there, healing. It's over this tower. There was some sort of tower moment in your life. It could be just about anything. This was very dramatic. It took its toll on you, and that's why you have to heal. I can find out more as I go in the reading, maybe what this tower is all about, but this was not a good thing. And it was difficult for you to get through, but you are healing, and you're spending your time healing. It's like that's what you need to do. Under the Star card is the Hermit. This is reaching out to the universe. This is while you heal. You're reaching out. You're wondering, what is my path forward now? Which way do I go? Well, the universe hears you. When the Hermit comes out, this is the card for Virgo. So Virgo might be strong in your chart or strong around this reading. But the Hermit, and I kind of look around the Hermit, and I like to try to see, what kind of clues we can get from the Hermit. For one thing, it's right next to the Seven of Pentacles. So just kind of, waiting. I think that, and it's right under the Star card. For one thing, you need to heal. That is very, very important before you take a path forward. All right. And another thing is this King of Pentacles is under the Hermit. This is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. This is you. This pentacle, look how intensely this figure, male or female, is looking at this pentacle. It's about security, stability. It's about being grounded. This is what you need to work on. This is what the universe is saying. You need to work on your own security, your own stability. You need to get yourself grounded again. You need to, so take all the time you need. On the other side of the Seven of Pentacles is the Six of Pentacles. Right under the Tower moment. This tells me you were getting breadcrumbed in your life. You were dishing out a lot more than you were getting back in some relationship here. That threw your scales way off balance. This is what you're healing over. Still don't know if it was romantic or not. So, I just went to the King of Pentacles, which is under the Hermit. Reaching out to the universe. The universe is saying you need to find your own stability, your own groundedness once again. And you're going to do that through all this deep healing. You are doing it. You are becoming grounded again. And you've been in this state of healing for a while. Okay? Next to the King of Pentacles is the Knight of Swords. You're getting tired of waiting. You're getting tired. You're getting ready to move forward. And it's almost like, it's like taking a breath of fresh air, okay? You're ready. You're ready to go out and just live again. Because I feel like you've been really hibernating in your healing here. So, you're ready to go out there. But you have that sword of truth and clarity. And you're ready. You're getting to that point where you're finding your stability, you're finding your own security, you're getting healed, you remember who you are, you remember what you want and what you don't want, and you're ready to go back out there. Okay? You're ready to cut out this energy here of the Five of Cups. So, the Five of Cups, I call that the card of hope. First off, this figure is looking at the spilled cups. Looking at the disappointment, looking at what went wrong in relationships. This is love. This is being hurt, like your cups being kicked over, almost like a bully coming along and just pushing you down. It's really kind of a bummer card. But when the figure's looking at those cups, there's two full cups behind this figure, and that's why I call it the card of hope, because all you have to do is turn around and look at the two full cups. This 5 of cups is under the 6 of pentacles. Yeah, when it's like when you realize what was going on with whatever relationship this is, and it might have even been the other person who caused the tower moment. Either way, you were in this place of disappointment, disillusionment, maybe even feeling sorry for yourself or whatever. But you were going through all this healing and really feeling low about going into another relationship. But you're finding the strength. You're finding yourself is your strength, and you're going to turn around and see those two full cups because you're ready to charge out there in the world. So, up here in your highest energy is the Page of Pentacles. The other side of that tower. Remember I said you need to find your own security and stability? Well, here it is. It's right here. So, you are coming on to yourself. You are rediscovering who you are. You're becoming self-confident, grounded, and focused on your security and your stability. And then it's like, boom, bam, here's the 3 of cups. You're going to reunite with someone here. There's someone you already know who's coming back in. Jeez. It might be whoever caused that tower moment. It might be a reunion with them. If not, it's someone else you know. But they're coming in, and when they do come in, it's going to be a happy occasion. And they are a soulmate. They're like a best friend with love. The 2 cups right next to the 3 cups, that's beautiful. So, all this healing is making a huge difference in your life. Things are looking rosy right here. So someone's coming in, someone you already know, someone who's a soulmate, okay? Might be the same person involved in this tower moment. Under the Page of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords. Healing. Another card of healing, The Hermit is very spiritual. The Star is very spiritual. And so is the 4 of Swords. Very spiritual. Spending a lot of time alone, like I said before. Just reaching out to the universe, meditation, prayer, seeking your truth and your clarity about everything. About what went down, about who you are, about, everything. All this truth, all this clarity is what you needed. It's right under the Page of Pentacles. It's all, this is what's brought you to your own stability and security. It is right next to the Ace of Pentacles. 2 things going on here. This is what you have gained from all this healing. Okay? Waiting and waiting for something to happen here. Oh, you've been doing it. You've been doing it. You feel like you've been waiting, but you're doing it. Actually, I feel like this might be the same person who caused the tower moment coming back in. And perhaps you were waiting, part of this was being breadcrumbed. And I think you were waiting for them to return. In the meantime, you took all your time to heal. And you reached out to the universe. I think you're giving up hope, as far as them returning. Seeking your direction forward. This is like something you had to go through so that you could find your self-confidence again and find yourself. It's like, I don't know where you may have lost a little piece of who you were. Somewhere along the way, even before you met whoever this person is that you're waiting for to come back, they're coming back. They are coming back, and this reunion is bringing in another pentacle. They're coming back willing to, they may not say so at first, okay? Because this is just a reunion, but they're bringing a pentacle with them. Might be in their pocket. They may not show their hand, so to speak. But they're coming back in. They are a soulmate. They are a best friend. Someone you could talk to about just about anything. They have a pentacle in their pocket. when they come in, male or female. And it's right next to the Eight of Pentacles, which is right under the Two of Cups, and next to the Ace of Pentacles. They're coming in with the idea that they're willing to work on this relationship. They're willing to focus on the security and stability of this relationship and put focus on it. They weren't focusing on it before. They were just like breadcrumbing it. They were acting like it really didn't mean that much to them. And they discovered it does, and that they are willing to work on this relationship. Maybe they needed time away to figure this out. That happens. So under the Four of Swords is the Moon card. This is the card for Pisces. Pisces might be strong in your chart someplace, might be strong in their chart someplace. But the energy of this card, the Moon, is surprise. This is things coming to light. Night turning to day. Things being exposed. Right under all this healing. This is what's happening with all your healing, because it's like a chain reaction, You get your healing done that you're supposed to get done, and it attracts this person to come back. And I really think you've given up when they return. I really think you're in this place of giving up on that. And you're really getting ready to move forward fast and just cut out that energy totally of having a commitment with this other person and just move forward. But then they return. And it is like a surprise. And it's next to this Nine of Cups. Right under the Ace of Pentacles, it's like a wish come true. It's, you haven't been handing out your cups of love. You've been just protecting them because you've been healing. You haven't been in a place where you were comfortable in probably even dating or anything. I mean, it's like you've been in deep healing on your own. So all these cups of love that you have, you've just been like keeping them on a shelf behind you with your arms crossed and kind of guarding them. Well, this is also a card of wishes coming true. I think you're going to be able to hand out all that love. Matter of fact, I know you're going to be able to hand it out because it's right next to the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is handing out that love. This is an equal exchange of love. Quite different from this other way the relationship was going, isn't it? Quite different. This is union of two people. This is family. This is commitment. This is joy. And it's right under the Eight of Pentacles, working on this relationship. This is where you're headed, towards that Ten of Cups. With whoever it is that turned this relationship upside down. Was feeding it peanuts earlier. They return. Second reading in a row about someone returning. Different. They're returning with a different... This person is returning with a whole another way of looking at this relationship with much more respect for this relationship. And they definitely see the possibility.